Hello. My name is Wangari. For those who are tuning in the first time, I'll just do a quick intro. I'm a mother, I'm a nature lover, I'm a leader, I love technology, and I really love products that are built around a consumer. And yeah, I love being Kenyan and I love being African. So there's a few things about me. Another thing that I really love is talking about the undiscussable topics. You know, those topics that are the elephants in the room, that you want to bury your head into the sand, that shouldn't be discussed. Well, I love talking about the undiscussable, both in the professional and my personal life. So just a little bit about this platform. This platform is talking about topics that are usually not discussed. And I want to start with my undiscussable topic, mine personally. It was at a time in my career that things were actually doing really great. You know, when you're hitting those KPIs, you're building great products, the teams are happy, the culture is great. But things change, and new management was kind of brought in, and me and this person didn't actually click. You know, there was just our energies, our values, the way to communicate was not really aligned. And yeah, this happened for quite a period. And if you've seen my previous videos, which I suggest you go see, I am a fighter and a warrior, especially in ways of working that I feel are beneficial to the team. And this kind of went on for a little bit. And I think the hardest bit for me goes back to maybe a little while ago when I got a call from a friend. So in my network, the network's very small, and she called me and she asked me, "Hey, are you leaving your current position?" And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm still currently employed. And she's like, "Oh, that's interesting, because I got a job advert for your exact role." And I was like, "Huh? What? Just send it over to me. I mean, there must be a mistake." And she's like, "Sure, cool, I'll send it over to you." So she sent it over to me, and yeah, for sure, it was my job and my role and my title. And I think my heart was just beating. Literally, I felt like my heart was coming out of my body. I felt I was like, is this real? Is this true? What is happening? I think one of the most interesting things I felt was shame. I felt shame for some reason. I felt ashamed that this was happening to me. And that was quite an interesting emotion for me to feel. You know, we put a lot of emphasis on our titles, on what we do. And for me, yeah, that was just the realization that I have put a lot of emphasis on this title and this perception. And that's really why I want to build up this platform. Our society today is so polished. Everything's so perfect. Everyone has a perfect life. But in reality, we you know, things on the ground are quite different. So yeah, that's really the purpose for this channel. So what happened after that, you may wonder. So I guess I was at a point where I was actually also tired, because this was a build-up of, you know, miscommunication. And I just shared this with my family. So I shared it with my mom and my sister, and I was like, "Look, this is what happened. I'm kind of tired. I don't want to do anything about it." And I remember my mom and my sister were like, "Hell no, you have to fight, you have to confront, you have to ask for an audience." And I was like, "Oh, okay, let me do this." And with the experience, I actually also sought advice from my friends, in legal, and they said, "Hey, this is how I'd approach it." So I actually did ask for an audience, and I confronted the situation. And when I confront, I didn't mean I was aggressive or anything. I just wanted actions. If there is opportunities of growth for me, let's discuss them, let's talk about them, and let's get to them. So we had this discussion, and nothing really came out of it. I was told, "I'm really great, I'm really good, you're doing amazing." And I was just confused. Well, if all these things are true, why is what is happening? So I guess from that conversation, I just decided to let it go. So let it go, let it go. That was the song singing in my head. And yeah, I decided to let it go. Another thing I decided was to is to seek help. So I talked to my sister because I think I talked about this emotions that I was going through. There was the shame, the disbelief, the what the hell is going on. And I sought help, and I got in touch with like one of the most amazing therapists ever, who I guess we just matched. She was like super, super real. And I remember the first time I went to her, we did the serenity prayer. So if you guys know the serenity prayer, it's God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So that was my first lesson. That was after our session was like 4 hours long. She's amazing, and charged for 2 hours. So yeah, it was a 4-hour session. I went home. I did an exercise of what I can control, what I cannot control. And it came out, I can't control how people perceive me or how people treat me. Or how, I can't control that. What I can control is how I react to it. And if someone doesn't like me in the workspace because I speak up, because I have a voice, I have no control over that. What I can control is my reaction to it. But there was a lot of things that I can control. And I remember she told me, like, no one can ever take away your experiences. No one can take away your intelligence. No one can take away the impact you had on people's lives. And to me, that was like, these things, but sometimes you just forget. That was like super mind-blowing. She also gave me like a super funny coping mechanism, if I was to say that. She told me, I want you to go print out like an A3 sheet of this person, print it out, put it on a pillow, and every day when they frustrate you, like punch it like 100 times. She's awesome, isn't she? So I did that, and it was really, really good coping mechanisms. Like I'd go into a meeting and I'm like, I've already punched you 100 times today, so there's no really pissing me off. I'm just zen, calm, and very detached. So yeah, it was good. So that is kind of my undiscussable topic, and those are the conversations I want to have. I want to have real conversations that have real insights. And for me, that's really what this is about. I know when I've released a few of my videos, a few people have come up to me and asked me, aren't you scared? Aren't you scared what's going to happen to your career if someone picks up on this and feels like you're very passionate about that? And I look back and say, coming back to the serenity prayer, I really feel like I have the courage to change this, to bring these conversations up in the corporate space so that we're talking about them, attention is brought to them. Because it also comes back to one of my biggest values. I am Kenyan and I am African, and I have worked in the continent, and I've worked in Kenya for a while, and I've, worked with some of the most talented individuals, like in tech and even outside tech. But if we don't give them environments where they're learning, where they're growing, where they're being nurtured, they'll always go to the Microsofts or the Googles. And I'm not saying these are bad organizations. I'm saying we as Kenyans and corporate Kenyans can do a lot to nurture this talent. So yeah, that's really is my story. The top 2 lessons from my experience is, if you ever face such a situation, confront it. And confrontation again comes back to make sure they're actionable steps. And always seek help, and that's for me what worked. So I really do want to hear from my audience and people listening. What topics do you want to discuss? Who would you like to bring onto this channel, onto the lens? Who do you want to hear? And yeah, I also just want to hear from the the rebels who are not shy to, or scared, not even shy, not scared, and are okay to be vulnerable. Because I feel like this vulnerability is what will create the connection and keep these conversations going so that they're no longer undiscussable, but discussable, and we have ways in which we can deal with them. So yeah, that's kind of my story. So just show some love to that subscribe button and share. And I do want to hear from you. So DM me, make comments, and we'll be seeing each other soon. Thank you.